countless people have lost their homes to evictions, and many are still fighting such battles. In the case of Othillie Ngarizemo, the mother of 4 was forced to consider the fate of herself and 4 children, living in a small white house made of stone in Omahekes Oshinene village. In 2018, after living there for over 10 years, she made a life-changing decision to sell their house for $19,000 in order to cover her daughter Mercy's tertiary education. Not far from their house, an ECD center was under construction. One morning, she coincidentally walked to this site, intending to ask the builders for a piece of zinc with which she would build a shack for her family, before finalizing the deal with the new homeowner. On the roof of the center, she found David Akinin, a Venezuelan and the owner of Atenu Developments, to whom she explained her situation. Ngarizemo could not have dreamed what would happen next.
To wait for him to come from the roof. Then the moment he came back, he get everything. Then he said, no, I need the receipt from your daughter. And first, with one deal, because I want to offer her the job so that he can co-assist at my company, at the office. The taxi money I will give her, the food she will eat during lunch, then she will work and pay back the house. Then I say, no, it sounds great. Then he called Messi. Then Messi, was so smiling. It was so amazing.
Akinin was inspired by Ngarizemo's great deal of sacrifice for her 18-year-old daughter, Mercy.
It was an incredible story. It is a story of sacrifice of a mother who is willing to give up everything and can show you the proof that she has given up everything if you take a second to listen, and who you can actually, with a small effort, actually help her change her own life.
He promptly called the buyer, struck a deal, and by the end of the phone call, Ngarizemo's family had their house back. Mercy then received a salary of $300, managing soon after to settle her study debt.
For me, it was a very clear choice that if I could actually put a helping hand, we would go very far. Her daughter put in all the work. She came to work every day. She was deducted every month without complaints for paying back her mother's house. And when I hear Othillie, I think of how much we are underusing the biggest minds of our country, which are the mothers. She should be in a boardroom of a corporation or a university or a council at a municipality. These are the people who can give you the guidance to lead a nation if they are leading their families with the spirit. It's unbelievable. And I think when you are exposed to a story like this, you are lucky. Yeah. I was fortunate.
In 2019, Mercy pursued her studies in education at one of the universities in the city. But she was yet to overcome more obstacles. With no accommodation, Mercy slept in a tent, often lacking money to buy food or cover her transport fares. Mercy finally graduated, and she's now a teacher at Ochomwise Primary School in Windhoek. She says her mother's love and sacrifice are her beacon of strength.
I was actually shocked because I knew they would become homeless, and she had a small child, which was really not good. And I was like, you can't do that. You can't make the kids suffer just because of me. And she insisted. And she did not even tell me she has sold the house. So she just told me when it was done, because she knew I would maybe stand in her way. My mother believing in me to an extent of sacrificing her house for me, it has pushed me to also do better and become who I am.
Ngarizemo is now employed at Atenu, a company belonging to her hope restorer, Akinin. Deemed to be an angel by the family, Akinin emphasizes the importance of lending a helping hand to those in need. That was the story of Ngarizemo's family and the builder, Akinin. Selman Vikwa, NBC News, Windhoek.